Introducing Charlene O'Banion, a prison officer who is facing allegations of engaging in a romantic relationship with an inmate. 5 to 5. After receiving reports from colleagues who had observed Charlene O'Banion and Jason Parker in each other's company, an inquiry was launched. Charlene held the belief that she had successfully evaded notice. Yet unbeknownst to her, the detectives hold indisputable proof. They stand on the verge of revealing and subjecting her to a severe, unyielding form of humiliation. Right from the beginning, Charlene assumes an innocent demeanor and feigns ignorance regarding the allegations. The detective is on the verge of presenting certain evidence that immediately establishes Charlene's concealment of something.
Possible improper relationship between you and Jacob Parker. So we're here for that, and I just kind of want to talk to you about it and get your side of that story.
I don't know anything about it.
Okay. Have you talked to him on any jail phone calls or anything like that?
No.
None at all? And where would you think that this allegation would come from if there's nothing to it?
Well, I had a feeling this was coming. So there was an inmate named Coker, Justin Coker.
Okay.
He got out of here for, I don't know what period of time. And he tried to contact me on Facebook. He sent me a message and I blocked him on Facebook. And I guess one time Parker was going back to Bequat to use the bathroom and he was talking like at the window with me. Mm-hmm. And I guess Coker like didn't like that, which I had no contact with him or anything. And Parker had told me that he had gone up to him and was like, don't talk to her or something crazy like that.
So I'm just not trying to be rude here. Why would you expect this conversation to come up from that? Like now, if that were how it started, like who it started from. But I was told that it was brought to somebody's attention, and then we looked at jail calls, and there's jail calls between you and Parker, and all that stuff's recorded. So I don't think you're being completely truthful. Well, I kind of know that you're not, and I'm not trying to be rude when I say that.
Yeah, no.
I'm just kind of trying to lay it out on the table for you. Mm-hmm. So can you kind of tell me what's going on?
I guess a few years ago, we talked, and then I ended up here, and then he ended up here. I didn't know he was here. I didn't, it wasn't anything like that. And
these phone conversations.
No, not here or the phone.
I just mean conversations y'all are having on the phone.
No. Since
he's been in here.
Like sexual?
Well, I'm not saying having phone sex, talking about sexual acts. From what I'm listening to on the calls, I take it as that you've given him oral sex at some point, is what I gather from these calls.
No, that was in the world, but we never dated. We just.
Okay. What kind of conversations have you had with him since you started working here and he's been in the jail?
I don't know. Talking about what would happen after he got out.
And then the jail call recordings, have you been talking to him while you're at home? Like he calls you from the jail while you're at home? Or listen to this, but apparently there may be some talk in the calls about photographs. Have you given him any photographs?
Mm-mm. I gave him a photograph of his mom, which he had asked for, and of his dog, Jax.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you given him any photographs of you?
Mm-mm. No, because...
So one of the things we're going to be doing is looking at cameras and stuff too. Has there been any times where y'all were alone?
Mm-hmm.
Or you go out of camera view or anything like that? Anything that's going to look suspicious that way?
I don't think so.
The detective is on the verge of presenting certain evidence that immediately establishes Charlene's concealment of something. And here's the audio play.
Hey,
baby.
Go back.
Baby, guess what?
What, babe?
I just won the blackjack game.
Yay.
I just won $30.
I got a lot of stuff to clean and get rid of before you come home. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking with you. I was trying to make you think I have all these secret things.
Yeah, I bet you do.
What?
What?
What? What do you mean?
I don't know. You probably got this weird sex swing hanging from the ceiling. Kenneth probably thinks it's a swing set.
Oh, if I had that sex swing, you better believe I'd leave that sucker up for you.
Would you really?
Hell yeah.
You'd let me put you in it?
Yeah.
With a gag bar and everything?
Yeah, babe. She'll look at me sometimes and be like, damn, my woman's fine.
Fine as wine.
Mm-hmm.
And you got a live ass fucking head game. Oh my god.
It wasn't my best moments. I was just trying to get it done.
Are you in bed?
Don't even get me thinking about that because it makes me so horny. Like just going back and thinking about that.
It gets you horny?
Oh yeah. When you felt me, I was like soaking through my clothes. Get very horny very easy. I always want to have sex.
Good.
Like that's not even.
Not good.
I mean, I feel like I just like look at someone. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so fucking horny. No, like of course, like I only get horny for you.
You kind of see how that sounds from like my point of view, like a more recent thing than 3 years ago. No, you talk about how profound this was, like just giving him this blowjob was, but you like don't remember anything about it. It's like telling me something, but you're having trouble coming up with details about it. You know what I mean? Like if it's that profound.
I mean, I gave him a blowjob. How do you describe the blowjob? I mean, is that?
Well,
what
I'm
you
not want to know like about the blowjob. I'm just so if this is a factual thing that happened 3 years ago, I feel like you would kind of remember some stuff about it. Like I feel
I mean, like we said in the car, like
when I asked you who was there, him of course, like when y'all met or whatever, and then when I asked like who else, you said it was like a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
But like you can remember one chick's name after you think about it for 30 seconds. So that's not making sense to me.
You seem to have blanks in your memory when we get to certain details, but you remember being groped in the blowjob from 3 years ago. I find that hard to believe. Okay? This is your one chance to be honest with us.
Yes.
Once we get up and walk out and we're done, we're done. Have y'all had any inappropriate contact, whether it's groping, blowjobs, vaginal, anal sex, anything, hand jobs? Yes, I am being vulgar to get a point across.
Yeah, no, it's not.
However,
None of that.
the situation is more intricate than it might appear. In instances of officer-inmate relationships, a key concern that arises pertains to the matter of consent. Given that Jason and Charlene had a pre-existing relationship before prison, one might assume that consent was mutual in their interaction. Nonetheless, in these cases, such assumptions hold no relevance. As outlined in a 2005 report, federal law criminalizes any form of sexual relations and contact between the prison staff and inmates. All sexual encounters between the staff and inmates are classified as abuse, irrespective of whether the activity might be deemed consensual had it occurred outside of a prison setting. This legal stance stems from the significant amount of observed inmate abuse within the prisons. As of 1996, it was estimated that approximately 12 to 14% of all the prison inmates had experienced sexual assault, with officers rarely facing consequences. To counteract this issue, a zero-tolerance policy was implemented to prevent abuse towards inmates.
But I feel like I know the answer. I'm losing my job.
So that's not really up to me. Internal Affairs is aware. Investigation is separate from ours because it's two totally different things. So
yeah, what kind of charges would like?
So it's illegal to have sexual contact with an inmate as an employee. So I said the ball kind of be in their court, but I'll let you know as soon as I hear something.
I mean, would I go to jail?
Fortunately, it appeared that Charlene blatantly disregarded this policy. As the situation unfolds, it becomes evident that Charlene's consequences are substantial. She would be dismissed from her job, and the only circumstance under which she would return to a correctional facility would be to serve the 100-day sentence that she received upon being proven guilty of engaging in sexual activity with a person in custody.